SpongeBob Restaurant and new Nickelodeon Resort coming to Orlando. And I just want to start off by saying I grew up in the 90s. I'm a 90s kid. Nickelodeon was like peak entertainment for me as a kid. Nickelodeon in the 90s was like something else, man. It was so special. And we'll get into all of it, but here we go. Story number 3, SpongeBob Restaurant and new Nickelodeon Resort coming to Orlando. In the 90s and early 2000s, Orlando was pretty much the mecca of Nickelodeon. Between the old Nickelodeon Studios at Universal and the once iconic Nick Hotel, the brand had a massive presence in Central Florida. Shows like Double Dare, Figure It Out, and Kenan and Kel were all filmed in Orlando. But ever since Nickelodeon Studios closed in 2005 and the Nick Hotel dropped its branding in 2016, Orlando has been missing its dose of slime and Nicktoons. But now that's finally about to change because Nickelodeon is coming back home in a big way. Coming soon to Kissimmee, Florida, just southwest of Disney's Animal Kingdom, is the brand new Nickelodeon Hotels and Resorts Orlando. This isn't just a themed hotel either. This is a full-blown resort complex, complete with 400 hotel rooms and condo units, a full water park, and a bunch of themed restaurants and attractions. Let's talk about the food first. SpongeBob SquarePants is finally getting his own restaurant. It's called Le Spatula. What's the lore behind it? SpongeBob finally got Employee of the Month at the Krusty Krab and used that honor to open his own place. Also at the resort is Mikey's Pizzeria, themed to the Ninja Turtles. It will also have a Snick Lounge as a hangout zone for games, sports, and music. There's also a retail area and something called Club Nick. We're still waiting for details on that one. There will be character meet and greets with stars from Paw Patrol, Dora the Explorer, the Ninja Turtles, and of course, SpongeBob himself. Oh, and yes, there will be slime. Opportunities to get slimed are going to be a part of the experience at this resort. Let's effing go. Now, here's where things get interesting. This resort will also include residential condos. That's right. Not only can you vacation at Nickelodeon Hotels and Resorts Orlando, but you can actually live there. I don't know if I want to live at a Nick hotel as much as I love Nick. The development includes studio, 1-bedroom, and 2-bedroom condos available for purchase. So yes, you could wake up every morning and grab a coffee across from a giant SpongeBob statue, or skip the coffee altogether and get absolutely blasted with slime to wake yourself up. 10-year-old me is screaming right now. 10-year-old me would have been so down to live at this resort. The resort is part of a larger 220-acre development called Everest Place, which will feature other hotels, shops, and dining. And it's being developed by the Terramare Group. I think that's how you pronounce it. The resort itself will be operated by Lion Star Hospitality in partnership with Paramount location-based entertainment and experiences. So, whether you're in it for the slime, the pizza, or the nostalgia, or the real estate, Nickelodeon is about to be a major player in Orlando once again. Holy crap, guys, Nickelodeon back in Orlando. This is hands down the biggest Nickelodeon-related attraction news we've seen in the US in a very long time. Other than the indoor theme park that's in New Jersey, I forget the name of it, but it's inside of like a giant mall. Is it called Dream, maybe? Dream America or something like that? Whatever it is. There's a huge indoor Nickelodeon theme park in New Jersey. This is the biggest news we've gotten since then as far as Nickelodeon attractions go. And as a lifelong Nick kid who went to Universal in the 90s and early 2000s, this hits hard, man. This hits me right in the feels, and I'm sure it does for millions of other people out there, because visiting Nickelodeon Studios was always the highlight of my trip when I was a kid. Back when I was a kid, the first time that I went to Universal Studios, it was probably like 1995 or 1996. I was like 6 or 7 years old at that time. I remember it vividly. It's probably the only thing that I can remember from that trip so clearly. I remember being outside of Nickelodeon Studios. I remember seeing the slime machine that they had out there, seeing the time capsule. I even got to go into the studios. We did a Nickelodeon Studios tour. And then we also got to be a part of some sort of like game show that was happening. It wasn't being filmed for TV. It was like meant for the park. I'll never forget, man. It was like something with pies, but the pies weren't real. They were like rubber pies. But yeah, anyway, I fucking love Nickelodeon. This is coming to you from attractionsmagazine.com. So here is where the Nickelodeon Resort is going to be located, right off of 192. Super close to Animal Kingdom, super close to Epcot and Hollywood. It's right by pretty much all the Disney World parks, so that is a huge plus. And then I will go over some of these pictures with you guys. So here is, and these are all just computer-generated mock-ups. This place has not been built yet, as far as I know. Are these real? No, these are definitely fake. So yeah, these are all computer-generated mock-ups of how the restaurant and resort will look. But here's a look at La Spatula. It looks pretty basic from what you would think a SpongeBob restaurant would look like. Looks pretty chill, though. Looks like a vibe over there. Scrolling down. Looks like this looks like to be the lobby. If I had to guess, yeah, this looks like the lobby. Yep, people are coming through with their bags, checking in. Looks like there's going to be people. There's going to be some characters meeting and greeting as soon as you walk in. Nice little waiting area, seating area here. And then over here in the back, it looks like a quick service food spot. Maybe it's that Nick Cafe or whatever I talked about earlier. Let's scroll down a little bit. Here is an outside picture of what it will look like. You've got the water park right here, pool area. This right here is interesting to me. This looks like a little outside amphitheater, like outdoor seating stage area of some sort. So like, it looks like there's some like round, long rows of seating here and then like a little stage. There's probably going to be some kind of shows. Probably, I don't know, Dora the Explorer and fucking Rugrats doing a dance for you guys. What else? So yeah, 400 rooms, condos as well. Not sure which ones are the condos. If I had to guess, I would say maybe this area is going to be the condos because it looks like they've got, I don't know, these outdoor porches. It's really hard to tell. Oh, here's another picture of the building. Maybe these are the condos right here on the end. I don't know, but it is awesome. It's right on the water too. Here's another picture of it. Looks like the front. Yeah, this looks like the front. You know what I was wondering? Where's parking? I didn't say anything about. Oh, is this all parking right here? This is all parking underneath. Gotcha. Cool. Okay. Great job. Let's see. Is there any more pictures? There's that one. Oh, okay. We've got another SpongeBob restaurant picture. It's colorful. It's nice. It doesn't scream SpongeBob to me, though. Is that it for the pictures? Oh, we've got a room, too. I didn't even see this one yesterday. So here is a mock-up of what one of the rooms will look like. This looks like Nickelodeon. This screams Nickelodeon. Got the orange carpet, green slime furniture. You can't go wrong. Looks like some cartoon concept art being hung up on the walls there. Oh, look at that. The pillow is the blimp. The Nickelodeon blimp. Very cool. Here's another view from that resort, from the room. And again, colorful, designed flawlessly. I'm not going to lie. For like, if you want a Nick hotel, like this is what you would want. So, oh, that's cool too. Look at the old school phone is orange over there right on the wall. I love that. And that is it for reacting to the pictures. And then I wrote a couple more notes here. I put, honestly, the fact that SpongeBob hasn't had a larger physical presence in Orlando over the past 2 decades feels like major money left on the table. And I'm sure whether you're a fan of SpongeBob or not, you could agree with me on that. SpongeBob is the most popular cartoon in the world. Like, it has to be, right? It has to be top 3. It's definitely the biggest cartoon on Nickelodeon, the biggest Nicktoon ever. So the fact that like Universal didn't figure their shit out over these last 25 years and get a SpongeBob land going or even a SpongeBob ride is just crazy to me. We have the SpongeBob store now, but like we could have done so much more with that. So that's always been so weird to me. So I'm happy that SpongeBob is getting something, his own restaurant at least, at this brand new Nickelodeon resort in Orlando. This place is super close to Disney's Animal Kingdom. That could really shake up travel plans for some families. I mean, some guests might skip a Disney hotel and book their stay off of the nostalgia factor alone. I know my fellow millennials will be holding it down over there. I know I'll be there. At least I've got to stay there once to check the place out. But yeah, I mean, this isn't going to put a dent in like Disney or Universal's pockets. It's 400 rooms. But still, I'm sure a lot of families, especially when it first opens, they might say, you know what? It's close to Disney World. It's probably cheaper. Let's go stay at Nick Resort, Nick Hotel. Let's go see what that's all about. I could see that happening. Let's talk about living there. There are going to be actual condos inside of a Nickelodeon resort. Could you imagine waking up every day, going down to the lobby, going down, trying to leave, trying to get to your car, and you've got people getting slime, SpongeBob laughing like a maniac all over the place. I love Nickelodeon. I don't think I could live at a Nickelodeon resort. I would probably last about a month and then I'd be good with it. But it is very cool in theory, especially for diehards. I'm sure there's somebody out there that really wants to live in a Nickelodeon resort. Now you can. All right, guys, moving on